Śaṅkarācārya's Introduction. This Upaniṣad, commencing with Aum brahmā devānām, etc., belongs to the Atharva-Veda. At the very beginning, the Upaniṣad itself reveals by way of eulogy the connection that this Upaniṣad has with the knowledge of Brahman, forged by a succession of teachers of the knowledge. Thus, the knowledge itself is being extolled with a view to arousing the interest of the hearers by showing that this knowledge, a means for the highest human goal, was acquired with strenuous effort by great people. For when this knowledge is made attractive by praise, they will engage in it. How this knowledge is related to its purpose, as a means to its end, will be spoken later on in The Knot of the Heart Gets Untied, etc. And here, too, the Upaniṣad itself first distinguishes between the superior and inferior knowledge. And then, through the text beginning with remaining within the fold of ignorance, etc., it declares that the knowledge called the inferior one, comprising the Rig-Veda, etc., and devoted merely to injunction and prohibition, does not possess the power of removing the defects of ignorance, etc., the causes of the worldly state. Then, in the text beginning with after examining the worlds, etc., it speaks of the knowledge of Brahman that is the means for the highest goal, and is achievable through the grace of the teacher after renouncing everything, whether it be an end or means. And of the purpose, the goal aimed at, it speaks more than once thus: anyone who knows Brahman becomes Brahman. And, having become identified with the supreme immortality, they become freed on every side. And by mentioning, while begging for alms, and with the yoga of monasticism, the Upaniṣad shows that though people in all stages of life have a right to knowledge as such, still the knowledge of Brahman, the means for emancipation, is founded on monasticism only and not associated with karma. And this follows from the opposition between knowledge and karma. Not even in dream can karma proceed side by side with the vision of the identity of the self and Brahman. Knowledge brooks no temporal limitation, as it has no association with any time and is not dependent on definite causes. As for the indirect indications suggesting that knowledge and karma can coexist, to wit, the fact that among the householders are found some who started traditional lines of the knowers of Brahman, that cannot override the established rule. For when the coexistence of light and darkness cannot be brought about even by 100 injunctions, much less can it be done so by mere indications. A brief explanation of the Upaniṣad, whose connection and goal have thus been shown, is begun. This is called Upaniṣad because it mitigates nishatayati, such numerous evils as birth, old age, disease, etc., for those who approach this knowledge of Brahman with loving eagerness. Or it is called so since it leads to the supreme Brahman and completely weakens or destroys avasadayati, the ignorance, etc., that are the causes of the world. For traditionally, the meaning of the root sad, preceded by upa and ni, is shown to be so.